guys, Tony here from Fit Body Bootcamp. Welcome to video 1 in our 3-part video series on the mistakes that you could be currently making on your diet, on your exercise program, or on just all of your attempts to shift that stubborn belly fat. Now, before we get started on video 1, I just want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper so that you can start taking some notes and go away and start taking action on these points immediately. So, are you ready? Let's go then. 3, 2, and 1. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the 7 mistakes that you could be currently making on your diet. Now there's a lot of mixed information out there. There are fast track options like slimming pills, slimming shakes, special hardcore regimes that are going to help you shift a stone in 3 days, all sorts of different options. And then of course there's things like Atkins, advice like cut out carbohydrates, they make you fat. Things like go low fat, too much fat in your diet is going to give you high cholesterol. So many conflicting pieces of advice. It's easy to start making mistakes and wondering what is actually going to work. Now think about it. When was the last time you tried to lose weight? You went on a diet, you put all that good work in, you thought you were doing the right things, you were making the right decisions, but at the end of the week when you looked in the mirror, nothing had changed. How disappointed did you feel? I can understand that because at the end of the day you're still putting a lot of effort in. Let me try and clarify a few things for you. Hopefully you'll go away today understanding a little bit more where maybe you've gone wrong in the past and where you can start correcting those things for the future. So, mistake number 1, calorie counting. Now, this is probably the most common misconception that a lot of people make. Let me tell you now that all calories are not made equal. So, for example, you could have a 400 calorie avocado, okay, so nice, fresh, healthy fruit, versus a 400 calorie giant pack of McDonald's fries. Now both of those are very different foods that can have different effects on your system, and obviously the chips are going to make you much fatter than that avocado, but they both have the same number of calories in them. Now you've got to start looking at perhaps what you're putting in your body rather than the number of calories, because you will not lose weight by thinking that by running on the treadmill burning off 500 calories you're going to burn off that pack of chips. That's not how it works. You've got to consider that the chemicals, the preservatives, the salts, everything else that goes into those fries, what effect that's actually having on your body. So perhaps think about starting to count chemicals instead of counting those calories. See how you get on from there. Okay? Mistake number 2, low fat and low sugar options. Now a lot of different foods on the market now providing those alternatives, both of which can be quite a big mistake. Let's take the low sugar option. Again, going back to those chemicals, when sugar gets taken out of foods, often that sweetness gets replaced with a load of chemicals. If you're filling your body up with chemicals, it's going to become poisoned and it's going to start storing fat as a bit of a survival mechanism. Okay, so when you start putting those chemicals in your body, take for example a Diet Coke, although there's fewer calories in that Diet Coke, they still have to make it sweet, so instead they fill it up with lots of chemicals, which is only going to make your body react badly and store lots of fat. Looking at your low fat options, fat is actually not a bad thing for you when you do it right. So we're looking at your healthy fats now. We're looking at things like avocados, seeds, nuts, oily fish. Okay, those sorts of fats are really, really good for you. And in fact, if I was to put you on a fat burning diet specifically, I would increase your fat intake, not decrease it. Okay, what you've got to watch out for are fats like chip oil, obviously the sort of greasy fats that you get in kebabs and so on. Try and avoid those because they will make you fat. Okay. Mistake number 3, fads and quick fixes. General rule of thumb, if it sounds too good to be true, it generally is. If something tells you that it's going to help you drop a stone in 3 days, don't believe it. And if it does make you drop a stone in 3 days, often it's going to bounce back on the following week because you've done something so extreme to your body, you're going to cause a pendulum effect. So you push it so far one way that it's going to swing back straight on you the following week. So be very careful when it comes to quick fixes and fads. I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but really when it comes down to it, a little bit of patience goes a long way. So try and avoid those diet pills, those shakes, those fast options. Okay? Mistake number 4, slacking at the weekend. Okay, you say you've dieted really hard all week, you are tired and you're stressed and you just want to let your hair down. You think you've earned it, you've done so well, you're already on that calorie in, calorie out mindset. So you think, well, you've earned that piece of cake, you've earned that bottle of wine, okay, and you've earned that weekend binge because you're relaxing and that's what you want to do. That's all well and good, guys, but I'm here to tell you that unfortunately that weekend binge can have a knock-on effect right into your following week. So all the good work that you're putting in maybe the following week is going to not really count for anything because your body is too busy recovering from that damage that you've done over the weekend. Particularly if you do like to have a bit to drink, alcohol really does batter your liver, and when your liver is stressed, there is no way that your fat is going anywhere. So do think about what you're doing at the weekend. I could talk about this in a different video, but cheat meals are okay. But what you've got to do is not go overboard and totally lose your way over the weekend. Try and stay strong. Okay. Number 5, not drinking enough water. Your body is 70% water. If you're dehydrated, it's just not going to be able to operate properly. And in fact, when you don't have enough water, your body hangs on to it. So you become bloated, you can experience water retention, and things like enzyme operations, things that are going to help you break down fat, just doesn't operate correctly because you are dehydrated and your body just cannot keep everything working as it should. So you're working at a suboptimal level, and there is no way in that state that you're going to be able to burn much fat at all. Okay, so make sure you're drinking enough water, aim for at least 2 litres a day. Number 6, not eating enough greens. Now your greens are really important in that they are actually an alkaline substance as opposed to a lot of a lot of processed cheap meats or chocolates or sugars. All that sort of stuff will make your body become very acidic, particularly if you're stressed on top of that. So if you're busy at work, if you've got kids to look after, if you are mentally stressed as well as physically stressed, your body just becomes very, very acidic. And when your body is acidic, it will hold on to fat everywhere it possibly can because it thinks that you are stressed and you're in danger. So it's trying to protect you and trying to provide you with fuel for any future stress that you may be coming into contact with. So it is trying to protect you, but it's not a good thing, obviously, if you're trying to lose weight. So what you've got to consider is, how do I bring down those acidity levels? And the key to that is lots and lots of green vegetables. You want things like kale, broccoli, watercress, anything that's a dark green colour. You can have as much as that as you can. On top of that, it really does fill up your tummy, so you don't have to starve on a diet. You can fill your plate up with lots of lovely green veggies. Okay, you can put seasoning on it and all sorts. You know, and what that will do is bring down those acidity levels, and it will stop you from storing that particularly unwanted belly fat. Okay. Number 7, and our last tip I'm going to give you today, is stop skipping those meals. Okay, I know that you're busy in the morning, I know that you've got a lot of work to do, so you might want to work for your lunch break, but all that will mean is when you get home in the evening time, you're going to raid that fridge, you're going to raid that biscuit tin, you don't want to wait for food to cook, so you're just going to order a takeaway, anything as fast as you possibly can, and you're going to overeat. Not only that, but when your body thinks that, my God, we haven't eaten in 10 hours, it's going to think that you're starving, and going back to that protection mechanism, it's going to start storing up fat just in case you decide to hibernate for the winter. So it's really, really important that you make sure that you're not skipping meals. Try and get some breakfast in, try and get some lunch in, and then some tea. So 3 meals a day. Okay, pre-plan it, maybe look in your diary, block out those spots for your lunch in particular when you're at work, and then make sure you already have a good idea of what you're going to have for dinner at night so that you don't either skip dinner or just binge on whatever you've got in the cupboards. Okay, now, I know what you're thinking, dieting is much harder than that, and what if it doesn't work for me, or I've got this, or my hormones aren't right, and there's all sorts of different things. Correct, but these are the most simple, basic, fundamental diet tips that we give to all of our clients here at Fit Body Bootcamp. Hundreds of people have come in through our doors and lost stones of weight, changed their body shape, changed their life, just by following simple, basic, step-by-step diet plans that we provide, already written and set for them to go the second they come in through the door. If you would like access the same sort of systems that we give to them to help you finally start melting off that belly fat, start changing that body shape, changing your energy levels and changing your life, then please, please, please click below, book in your free fat loss consultation call, and we will get on the phone to you as soon as we possibly can. Bear in mind that each week we can only answer a limited number of calls, so please do get in there quickly, and if you have any questions or any comments, then please comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. I look forward to talking to you soon. I hope this helps. Take care. Bye bye.